Hello, everybody. My name is Rob Behnke. I'm the co-founder over at Halborn, and thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Critical Spotlight. Today, we brought in Lilian Cariou. Lilian, introduce yourself and please tell us what you found.
It's a pleasure to be here. So I'm Lilian. I'm working with Halborn as a security offensive engineer, and I am from the Unchained team specialized in EVM smart contracts. Let's get to the vulnerability. To explain the protocol where the vulnerability was found is a borrowing lending protocol where users deposit their NFTs as collateral, take loans, and leverage their NFTs to generate profits. And drawing a loan, what's particular for this protocol is that NFTs are either held in the protocol escrow or in a borrower personal escrow. The idea behind personal escrow was to reduce gas fees for users engaging in multiple loans with one NFT. And the issue came from the fact that creating a personal escrow was unrestricted, allowing anyone to create a personal escrow for any user. To image it, for example, let's take Bob. Bob creates a personal escrow for himself. We will name this personal escrow P1. And the problem was that anyone could create a second personal escrow P2 for Bob. And when Bob tries to repay the loan, it is no longer possible because here P2 is considered as the NFT holder. So Bob could not repay the loan, the lender could not liquidate it, leading to bad debt accumulated in the protocol.
Whoa, interesting. So would that, okay, so does that qualify then as like access control, for example? Is that the function? Interesting. I mean,
Yeah,
that's core, that's core logic, right? Of developing and of security. So I mean, this is why we do what we do all day, every day. Developers have so much that they need to consider and think through. That obviously, having a third party set of eyes is really important. What do you suggest to developers to consider when thinking about developing to avoid bugs like this?
Yeah, as you said, it's one of the most basic security check to do, but on the same time, most of the time, critical vulnerabilities come from the addition of two or three vulnerabilities added together. Even if it's two or three vulnerabilities are low, added together, it leads to a critical vulnerability. So for developers, I would say the main idea will be to implement some tests, implement even unit testing, because as you said, developers have so much to think and they are focused on thinking about user scenario. And when testing, we are really thinking about all the cases that could happen. So implementing tests, and as you said, also having a third party has internal and external audits multiple times from multiple companies is the best things to prevent this kind of critical vulnerabilities.
For sure. Extra eyes, as many extra set of eyes that one can get and afford. It's really sort of the resiliency that we continue to work through in building in the Web3 space. So it makes a ton of sense. Lilian, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for what it is that you do every day here at Halborn. This is just yet another example of, as mentioned, 3 or 4 low-level findings, you put them all together, you put the puzzle pieces together, this is what the bad guys are doing all day, every day out there trying to exploit people's life savings in the space. So this is just what we get to do. We get to save people's life savings every day. And so thank you for that. And we'll wrap up there. So thank you all for watching today's episode of Critical Spotlight. See you soon.